All right, here with Danielle Kang after her third round in the CME Tour Championship. I want to start with arguably your shot of the day, that eagle there that you had. Can you walk us through that hole?
I had 193 yards, and it's a difficult hole. The pin was kind of tucked, and wind was off the left. I didn't have any shot except that one shot that I hit. I couldn't hit the 5. It was going to kick left. I don't have that high 4-iron, and the next thing I thought about was to hit that 5-wood and aim it really far left and just hit a high slice. And my miss would have been long, and I think that's just I had some time to think about it, and I pulled it off. And the minute I hit it, I thought, wow, I hit that really good. So hopefully I get some good bounce and good roll, and it was a nice eagle.
Besides that, what were some of the things that were just really working well for you today? You put yourself in a good position going into tomorrow, I feel like.
My putting's been working really well, putting and chipping this week. My ball striking's been very questionable right now, and I haven't been really giving myself a lot of birdie chances, and I think I'm frustrated with that, especially yesterday. However, today I made some good putts that I needed to make. My playing partner, Ayaka, showed me a couple lines. Actually, she was near me, so she now has every time I make a putt after she putts, she says, "You're welcome," because I saw the lines, and that was kind of funny. I told her on the last hole I wish she putted first to see that it didn't break as much as I thought. So it is difficult. It's definitely a championship golf course out here, and you never know what's going to happen.
Speaking of that difficulty, how important then is the putting out here? I feel like the greens are the trickiest part. Is that your understanding?
Greens are really tricky. That's just how it's always been here. It's very slippery and grainy, and it's Bermuda, and a lot of the West Coast players are not used to it. But I've always putted quite solid on Bermuda, and I can't really say putting has really cost me much more than just I need to give myself a bit more opportunities. But I've had a friend that tells me, you could fight with your putter out here, and that's what I'm trying to do. So.
Sarah, I'm sure you have some.
Yep. Just curious, have you had an albatross either for fun
I did.
or competition?
When I was 15, I had a driver 3-wood.
Do you remember where?
Wood Ranch Golf Course on number 2.
Love that you remember that.
Yes.
Ending that way with that kind of a shot, that kind of a hole. I know 18 is really hard with the wind right now, but what kind of momentum does that give you heading into tomorrow? You're going to be obviously a handful back trying to chase.
Yeah, obviously I was watching the leaderboard today to see if anybody was going super low, and I saw Brooke shot probably 7 under today, I think, right? The fact that I know so many scores, like I keep up with what people, I like knowing where I stand and what kind of shots are out there. So I kind of wanted to keep up, and probably my goal today was a bit, big, was I wanted to get into the double digit, and that was kind of a stretch, especially with the wind today. It's very gusty and swirly, so it's harder to manage than I anticipate. So I think I'm more tough on myself than I needed to be, but I guess it's kind of in contention. Not a lot of people are going low except now Lydia and one other person. I don't know what golf course she was playing the first 2 days. I don't know. I mean, some people now catching up to her, I understand, but she was already at 13 under after 2 days, and she was 6 ahead of everybody, and I think that shows how good of golf she's playing, and hopefully you can get a low one out there tomorrow and try and make some cash. I don't know.
And just finally for me, I mean, to be where you were getting here now, I mean, you've talked about gratitude, you've talked about how much it means to you. Like, are you finally just kind of enjoying it again? Like, are you just so happy to be out there and be shooting the kind of numbers you're shooting, hitting those kind of golf shots where you're like, you're back. You just feel like you're better than ever, maybe.
Not really. I'm not where I want to be right now. I understand that I will never take what I'm shooting out there for with the grain of salt. But to me, it's not really about the results. It's about everything. Right now I don't have freedom to play golf, and that comes with a lot of things. It's not just my physical. It's whether it's psychological, whether it's mental, whether it's, the routines, or everything just seems a little bit off, and it's really actually bugging me. So, but with that being said, the mechanics have really held up, and the work that I've put in shows with how I'm contending. So I'm happy about that. But regardless, I think during the off season, I need to, figure some stuff out, try and get some team together so that I can really give it my all for the next few years upcoming. That's what I kind of want to do. just kind of give it my all and see where I end up.
Awesome. Thanks,
Girl,
Danielle.
Thank you.
So insightful, and I really